Welcome to today's deep dive. When you walk into a massive sports bar, you kind of expect magic.
Yeah, you just want to see the game.
Exactly. You see a dozen screens, they're all perfectly synced, flawless 4K video. And I think most of us just assume someone plugged in a ridiculously long HDMI cable behind the wall somewhere.
Right, or, that there's one massive overheating computer hidden in a back room trying to run everything.
But our mission today is to unpack some source material from HDTV Supply, and it completely proves otherwise. We're looking at the hidden technology powering these massive commercial video walls.
Yes, specifically we're focusing on the specs of the BrightSign XT2145 Multiplex I/O media player.
Which is, commercial AV requires specialized, really bulletproof hardware. This isn't your standard consumer device.
No, not at all. It's a serious industrial tool, and it's currently priced at $1,170.
Wow, 1170 for a media player. So to understand that price tag, I feel like we really have to transition from our everyday consumer expectations to, well, commercial physical realities.
That's exactly it. Let's look at the core playback specs first. You're getting 4K 60p video with HDR10, and it has dual video decoding.
So wait, dual decoding means it can handle two completely separate 4K video streams at the exact same time.
Simultaneously, which is huge for complex video walls. And it also has dual HDMI outputs that are specifically designed for synchronization.
How does that actually work, though? How do you keep, 12 screens perfectly aligned?
Well, the outputs share a single hardware clock, so they're pushing out video frames to the displays at the exact same millisecond.
Oh, so you don't get that awful visual tearing.
Right, like if a football is thrown across two joined screens, it looks completely seamless. Plus, you have to consider the environment. It runs on a purpose-built BrightSign OS, and it's engineered for tight spaces in extreme conditions.
Which makes sense because, this isn't an Apple TV sitting comfortably on a glass shelf in your living room. It's the air traffic controller of a sports bar, basically sweating in a 100-degree AV closet.
Exactly, and that extreme conditions detail is crucial. In commercial environments, hardware failure means dead screens.
Which instantly translates to lost revenue.
Oh, immediately. You lose ads, you ruin the customer experience, the hardware simply cannot fail.
Okay, so pushing millions of pixels flawlessly is impressive, but that's really only half the device's job, because the real surprise in these specs is what the XT2145 actually takes in.
Right, the inputs. Let's talk about the multiplex I/O, the input-output features.
Yeah, because it supports interactive touch capabilities, right?
It does.
Yeah.
It handles highly responsive touch.
Mm.
But crucially, the specs explicitly mention that it performs usage data tracking for connected peripheral devices.
Wait, really? Hang on. So a digital sign isn't just broadcasting video to us, it's actively tracking our physical interactions to generate monetization data.
Yes, it integrates directly with partner solutions for analytics and monetization.
That is wild.
It is, but you have to realize that modern commercial spaces operate much like websites now.
Oh, wow. I never thought about it like that.
Yeah, online. Every click is tracked, right?
All right.
Well, hidden devices like the XT2145 gather real-world analytics.
Yeah.
They can track what you touch on a kiosk, how long you engage with a certain ad, and they feed that data back to the business.
So to sum it up for everyone listening, the invisible infrastructure of our visual world is incredibly complex.
Completely.
The next time you tap a screen at a mall or, marvel at a synced video wall, you'll know there's this rugged data gathering tech operating behind the scenes.
Sweating it out in a closet somewhere.
Exactly. But it leaves you with this to ponder. If the screens in our physical spaces are already tracking peripheral usage data for monetization, how long until the digital billboards we walk past start dynamically adapting their content based on our real-time physical behaviors?